So it looks like your defenses are up in this, and this is looking at this either way, the beginning and base part of this. This is your daily insight on life and love, and it's for August 7th, 2020, also being timeless. So wherever it pulled to an end time, this could have some sort of relevance in your life. This is a general collective reading. Don't force it to fit. If it doesn't fit, you can always let it fall away, seriously. Or you can ask questions about booking your own personal reading. Even if it resonates, you could do that. So if you have questions about booking your own personal reading, my email address is going to be in the description. You can also find me on any social platform. So definitely say hello. Let me know where you are in the world and ask me about the coronavirus sale. It's been extended to numerous aspects of my healing, and that as it stands right now, some things aren't included in it. The life coaching and hypnosis is not part of it, but let's see, we have ASMR, guided meditations, and we also have Reiki and, well, the psychic readings and tarot and oracle readings. Yeah, so ask questions about it. And yeah, I suppose I'll talk to you when we get there. Don't forget to add in your time zone. So let's get to this reading. It's general collective. Yes, it's for the 7th of October, 2020, and it's timeless. What I'm looking at right here, oh, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit the bell for notifications. It gets kind of crazy here. It doesn't, but it gets fun. And yeah, there's a bell, no, not the bell, but the thumbs up for, you know, if you enjoy it. It's pretty cool. Don't worry about this. I see that you're defensive, but also this is a point of how far can you push this situation. It's basically feeling like there's some sort of shadow aspect that's coming up where you are in a passive way testing someone's boundaries. And it's mirroring because they're testing this with you too. I'm seeing that this is a really awesome opportunity for you guys to be productive. And it seems like this is something you have a lot of anxiety around. Yeah, because I think that there's a lot of care in the people that are involved in this. There's a point of you just waiting to see if you're going to be kicked out or something's going to walk away, something's going to come to an end. In some cases, that might be necessary, but in a lot of your cases, I'm feeling like there's a lot of instability and it feels like it's a no-win situation, but this is, again, shadow aspect coming up. It feels like you're projecting, or someone is projecting, a lot of conditional love. I think that this has been misused in your life. Maybe not from you, but from somebody who you greatly cared about. So something in this current connection is triggering this memory of yours. If you're not even sure where it comes from, this is coming from something a lot earlier in life. But I also feel like this is not something that is being connected right now. This is going to involve some major life choices. And it's important for you to see how defensive you might be in a situation, or that they might be. Again, I'm seeing this as mirroring a lot right now. I don't normally look at it as, you know, you versus them, but I'm really getting a feeling that this could be easily coming up from either side, and that's okay. This happens to all of us. We all have shadow aspects that we are working on, but it's telling you, don't just abandon the situation, what's going on right now, unless it's an abusive situation. It's telling you to go about this in an entirely different way. I don't want you to think that at a point of difficulty, everything needs to be run from. Not the case at all. In fact, that's one of the major lessons that you will be learning right now. It's very interesting. I think, again, all parties involved have this deep care and appreciation for each other. It's just one of those things that happen in relationships where we butt heads, we trigger each other, we project. You know, it's a learning process. I don't care what the dynamic is. It's not always romantic. It could be family, friends, colleagues, whatever. Could even be a mentor, for God's sakes. Yeah. No one's immune to this. All right, so this is what we are looking at to kick this reading off. It seems kind of complicated, but it's going to be okay. Trust me. No matter what, everything in the end will always be okay. If it's not okay, it's not the end. There's always a way through something. So let's see what is up. Spirit, what's happening right now? All right, soul family. Okay. I'm looking across at a few of the cards. Which My cat jumped on in my desk area. Look at this. This is what I look across to find. Yeah, soul family. So call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. I think that's something that's being tested right now. You can be independent and still have your people around you. It's not going to take away from your power. Know your power, know your boundaries, and stand very firmly in that, which some of you might be having an interesting time learning right now. Let's be real. It's not fun. Especially when you've been carrying something like that for so long. It's deprogramming, and then you have to learn what it's like to not have that false programming with you. All right, don't make any major decisions right now. This is saying at the base part of this. Really investigate the situation. Why are you feeling this way about it? What about this is triggering you? The waters feel kind of rocky, but again, this is a heightened emotional situation. You want to be very sure about what you're investing in. We have the Page of Cups. Yep, okay. Something's got to change. You guys can't continue this connection this way. It's unfair. All right, so we have victory. Somebody walking away while you are the victor. Okay, cool. Judgment. Either you come to me with a better offer or not at all. You're winning whatever this karmic lesson is. You do progress through it, and it gives you this new sense of opportunity and emotional fulfillment. And it seems like it's a chance to start again. And obviously, you're not going to forget all the stuff that happened beforehand, and you're not going to hold it against each other in some cases. Some of you are walking away, fine and granted. Just, it happens. But whatever would be coming into place is going to be better suited. And it's not going to be something where you are settling or projecting anything. If you're looking at staying in the situation because it's, you know, obviously safe, well, I mean that you're not in a dangerous situation. This is something that you guys want to work on and you guys want to stay in this connection, then this is something where the karmic lesson is learned. You guys have better progressive conversations where you guys can build each other up and move on forward together. And this is going to give you amazing fresh start and more of an emotional intimacy and connection. I think that's really important. But even that, it's going to give you a greater sense of peace and understanding of whoever's involved in this. I love how this goes into this. The pain, the closing off is leading to progress, victory, karmic lessons learned, and golden opportunity. It's pretty awesome. So, why is this happening right now for you? Splitting the deck, looking around it. Having that sense of tribe, that solid promise completely broken. Yeah, a promise was broken and a connection was damaged and it was irreparable. And now you're feeling that in whatever the situation is. Some of you might actually have to walk away. And again, I don't want you to beat yourself up about that. That's not what we want. That's not going to get you to the next point. That's not going to make you learn anything. It's just another form of punishment on top of something that was already feeling punishing. Hey, nope. You're about to see it. So this is my new apprentice. I know. He had something fall on his foot the other day and it sprained him. It's not broken. He's putting weight on it. It's just he has this look of annoyance on him right now, the poor guy. That's Gray, by the way. I gotta post a picture of him with some of the cards. That's why you'll see why he's my apprentice, because he was laying on them and he got them all messed up. Okay, I'm sorry. Back to the reading. Okay. Your trust was broken. The connection was completely jarred. And that, in a way, is traumatic, because if you were so dead sure on this turning out to be incredibly flawed and potentially false, that's going to make you question everything. It's going to make you potentially even have an identity crisis, which I think you might be having right now. Don't let that scare you. When anything huge and traumatic happens in our life, we start to question our position in it. That's an identity crisis. It's not like you forget your name and who you are or any of that. It's just like, why am I here? Why did this happen? The what's, the whys, the where's, the when's, the how's, all of those. Really? This is Hero. He's a muffin. All right, go play with your brother. No, don't do that. No. Okay, go play with your brother and your sister. I might have to come back if they meow to go play. You know, I let them in this part of the office. And they're taking over it. And I'm not even mad. All right. So why is this happening? So you can learn to not walk away too. And that's not always going to be the answer. Sometimes you'll have to walk away from a situation because it is in your best interest. But this is saying, look at your situation. It's to do something different, altogether different. If you're taking a main road and doing something and it always turns out this way, obviously that's the definition for madness. I'm not talking down or condescending to you, but it's giving you this crazy sober look at the reality of the situation. Whatever the tried and true, it hasn't been working. Now it's time for you to do something else. And that's going to help you avoid a disaster of this and have everything thrown up in the air. So let's see. Okay. You got to understand that whatever is in your face right now in the life situation or the connection, it's completely out of harmony. It's putting it out there bluntly. So this is seeing it as it is, not as you want it to be. And putting an investment into something else. Is this worth retrieving? If not, you gotta be honest about it. I see that actually might be validation for somebody. All right. If you're in a connection that you want to stay, as far as the dynamic goes, again, this can be family, friends, lovers, colleagues, mentors, whatever. You might need a mediator, somebody with fresh eyes who can look at both angles of this, because I think that both sides are in their own little worlds. And if this is a life situation, it's telling you that you might need to look at different collaborators. Because again, you have your independence in this, but you don't have to do this alone. Reaching out's not going to give anyone else entitlement over what your little project is or what the baby of this is. It's really about trying to get the best outcome for you and also everyone, the situation involved. Does that make sense? Yeah. Some of the cases, I gotta say it like that. Some of the cases, in some cases, they might not even realize that they have had this power hungry, control factor. They might not realize that they have been kind of domineering, a tyrant even. And I think you have let this somehow continue because of the long-termness and the in-depthness of the situation or the relationship. So you're like, if I just wait through this, it'll get better. This can't go on like this forever. And you're absolutely right. It can't go on like this forever, but it doesn't mean that they are going to just, or they or it's going to just change overnight. It's telling you to have a sense of bravery and self-importance to call this out where it has been a misuse of its power. And this, I think it could actually have a better response than what you were anticipating, because I think that they have just as much value and care for you as you do for them. And I also see that there's a lot of loving connection in this. So it's trying to find some sort of balance that is best for everyone in this. It's all about a progressive argument. So if you continue on this path, what is the likely outcome? There's so much going on in this reading and so many ways to look at it. And that's what I'm being told to tonight. Well, yeah, I'm back. So if you continue on this path, what can you expect as a likely outcome for it? Okay. There has to be better boundaries in order for you guys to get along, and that is going to take dedication on both parts. So is the oppositional party about it? Hang on. I don't know, because I'm seeing this, the Page of Swords, they have a real hard time not throwing themselves into someone else's boundaries. I also think they have a neediness that's geared towards you. You are fulfilling some sort of role in their life, and I think that this is massively projecting from some sort of lack in their life. So I'm seeing this as they have to find their balance without you being the end-all be-all in that. They have to have this independence in order to come back to you. I do see that if this is something where you guys decide that you want to stay in this connection, then they're going to have to come to you with a better offering. There's a lot of threes in this. We have the three, which also means that we're missing the Three of Swords, which is great. This is not going to be as stressed as you would think. It's more mental work and emotional work. Yeah, so if you guys are deciding to stay together, then they're going to have to do more work and come towards you with a better offer, because you love and care about them, but you're not going to enable the situation. And I know that they want to have something better and work on themselves, but you can't be that navigator for them. That's not your job, unless that is your actual child and they are still a minor. You guys hear a hero. This reading is chaotic tonight. I just got to put that out there. So if you guys decide that you need to go your separate ways, what is the likely outcome and how this is going to go? It's going to be painful. Let's be real. It feels like there's a loss of something. Yeah. But you're standing your ground. So it's going to take time to heal, but there's still ultimate happiness for you. You're going to be feeling in control and good about yourself, and it's going to make you feel like you have made some headway in your life. This, no matter what, it's important. If you choose to part ways, it's going to lead to something that is more in alignment, more in your long-term spectrum of happiness. If you choose to stay together, then they have to show up and they have to be consistent in it. So if this is dealing with a life situation and you choose to quit it, now obviously I'm not telling you to be irresponsible, duck and run from everything, or do anything illegal or to harm yourself. If you choose to walk away from a life situation, what is the likely outcome and how that goes? It's going to be fast. Okay. It's going to be something where it seems like a lot of doors are slamming in your face, and it's going to lead to some sort of mental checkpoint for you. I don't want to say depression. It does have a slight feeling of sadness with it because something is coming to an end. But as we progress through that, what does that come to? Huge life lesson and victory, and you not holding yourself back. So it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. You are going to get there, and you're going to be incredibly victorious, but you still have a lot of lessons to learn in it. And if you choose to stay in this life situation, again, if it's not illegal or detrimental, and as long as it's safe, what is the likely outcome? And again, I will never tell you to stay in an abusive situation. So let's cut that one to the core right now. You have to be very sure that this is what you want and really take your time in making this investment. It's going to take a lot of work for you to be fulfilled and happy in this, but you're going to be very careful and deliberate with your words and actions, and you're going to be slow and methodical. And you're not just going to give in. This is feeling like ungrounded energy, so you feel like you have to watch it like a hawk. And also you're teeter-tottering on whether or not you're actually going to invest in it. So you're going to keep it at arm's length, and you're going to have it work to show itself that it is worthy of your efforts. I really hope that this reading made sense. And again, if you have questions about booking your own personal reading, my email is in the description. And again, you can find me on any social platform. Definitely reach out, direct message me, email me, say hello, let me know where you are in the world, ask questions about my coronavirus sale for any one of the listed services in it, because it has been extended and expanded, and it's been amazing. It's been a lot of fun. I really do love connecting and talking to you. So reach out. I look forward to hearing from you. I hope that this finds you safe and well, and I hope that you have an amazing October 7th or wherever you're catching this in time. Until next time, stay safe and have fun, and know that you're very loved and appreciated. Bye for now.